Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking closely at how Israel developed the ARAD rifle and what this weapon says about modern military thinking, industrial capacity, and the realities of contemporary warfare. This is not a story about a miracle weapon or battlefield myths. It is a grounded examination of why the ARAD was built, how it was designed, and how it fits into Israel's security environment and the wider global arms landscape. To understand the ARAD rifle, we first need to understand the problem Israel was trying to solve. For decades, the Israel Defense Forces relied heavily on foreign, designed small arms, especially the American M16 and M4 platforms. These rifles served Israel through multiple conflicts and security operations. They were reliable, familiar, and supported by a massive global supply chain. But they were not designed specifically for Israel's unique operational needs. Israel's military operates in a very compressed and complex environment. Soldiers move rapidly between deserts, dense urban areas, mountainous terrain, and underground spaces. Weapons must function in heat, dust, humidity, and close quarters combat. At the same time, Israeli doctrine places strong emphasis on adaptability, rapid response, and precision. Over time, it became clear that simply modifying foreign rifles was no longer enough. Israel had already taken a major step toward domestic rifle production with the TAVR, introduced in the early 2000s. The TAVR bullpup design was compact and well-suited for urban combat. It became widely used and was exported to several countries. However, bullpup rifles also come with trade-offs, including balance issues, trigger feel, and slower maintenance under stress. Some units preferred a more traditional layout, especially those trained extensively on AR-style rifles. This gap created the space for the ARAD rifle. Developed by Israel Weapon Industries, or IWI, the ARAD was designed as a modern evolution of the AR platform, but tailored from the ground up to Israeli operational experience. Rather than reinventing the concept of a service rifle, the designers focused on refining what already worked and correcting what did not. The ARAD is fundamentally an AR pattern rifle, meaning it retains the general layout familiar to soldiers trained on M4 or M16 systems. This was a deliberate decision. Familiarity reduces training time, lowers the risk of user error, and allows smoother integration into existing units. But beneath that familiar shape, the ARAD introduces important changes. One of the key features of the ARAD is its modularity. The rifle was designed to support multiple barrel lengths and calibers, primarily 5,645 mm NATO and 6,239 mm. This allows the same base weapon to be adapted for different missions, from close quarters operations to longer-range engagement. For a military that operates on multiple fronts with rapidly changing conditions, this flexibility is critical. Another major design choice was the gas system. Unlike traditional direct impingement AR rifles, the ARAD uses a short-stroke gas piston system. This reduces the amount of carbon and heat entering the receiver, improving reliability in dirty or harsh environments. For Israeli forces operating in sandy and dusty regions, this is not a minor detail. It directly affects how long a rifle can function without cleaning and how dependable it is during extended operations. The materials used in the ARAD also reflect modern battlefield demands. The rifle combines high-strength aluminum alloys with reinforced polymers to reduce weight without sacrificing durability. Every gram matters to infantry soldiers who already carry body armor, communications equipment, ammunition, and medical supplies. A lighter rifle improves endurance and mobility, especially during long patrols or rapid assaults. Ergonomics were another major focus. The ARAD features fully ambidextrous controls, including the safety selector, magazine release, and bolt catch. This is essential in modern combat, where soldiers may need to switch shoulders or operate their weapon from awkward positions. It also reflects a broader shift toward inclusive design, recognizing that left-handed shooters should not be disadvantaged. Optics integration was built into the ARAD from the beginning. The rifle includes a continuous top rail and multiple mounting points for accessories such as optics, lasers, and foregrips. Modern combat rifles are no longer just iron sight weapons. They are platforms for sensors and targeting systems. The ARAD was designed with this reality in mind, ensuring compatibility with current and future equipment. It is important to note that Israel did not develop the ARAD in isolation. The rifle reflects decades of operational feedback from soldiers, armorers, and commanders. Israeli weapons development often follows a cycle of deployment, feedback, and rapid iteration. This approach comes from necessity. Israel does not have the luxury of long experimental timelines detached from real-world use. The adoption process for the ARAD within Israeli forces has been gradual and selective. It was not intended to immediately replace all existing rifles. Instead, it offers an alternative for units that prefer a traditional rifle layout with modern enhancements. This pragmatic approach avoids disruption and allows the weapon to prove itself over time. Beyond Israel, the ARAD is also part of a broader strategy of defense exports. Israel's defense industry is heavily export-oriented, both for economic reasons and strategic partnerships. The ARAD has been marketed internationally as a robust, modern rifle suitable for military and law enforcement use. However, export versions may differ in configuration and capability from those used by Israeli forces. The geopolitical context surrounding Israeli weapons development cannot be ignored. Israel exists in a state of persistent security tension, with threats ranging from state-level adversaries to non-state armed groups. This environment drives a constant demand for technological edge and self-reliance. Domestic weapons production reduces dependence on foreign suppliers, which can be constrained by political considerations during crises. At the same time, Israeli weapons are closely scrutinized internationally. Critics raise concerns about arms exports and their use in conflicts. Supporters argue that Israel's experience produces equipment that emphasizes soldier survivability and precision. The ARAD, like any military weapon, exists within these debates. It is a tool shaped by political, ethical, and strategic forces beyond its mechanical design. From a technical perspective, calling any rifle the most advanced requires caution. Modern small arms across the world share many similarities. The ARAD does not introduce revolutionary physics or science fiction capabilities. Its significance lies in integration. It brings together reliability, modularity, ergonomics, and maintainability in a balanced package informed by real combat experience. This reflects a broader trend in military technology. Progress is increasingly incremental rather than revolutionary. Improvements come from better materials, smarter design choices, and deeper understanding of how soldiers actually fight. The ARAD fits squarely within this pattern. Another aspect worth discussing is training and doctrine. A rifle is only as effective as the system around it. Israel places heavy emphasis on realistic training, reserve integration, and decentralized decision-making. Weapons like the ARAD are designed to support this philosophy, not replace it. The rifle supports rapid target acquisition, ease of maintenance, and adaptability, all of which align with Israeli doctrine. Looking ahead, the ARAD may continue to evolve. Future versions could incorporate new materials, improve suppressor integration, or enhanced compatibility with digital battlefield systems. As warfare becomes more networked, even small arms may play a role in data sharing and situational awareness. Whether the ARAD becomes a long-term standard or a transitional platform will depend on these developments. What the ARAD ultimately represents is not a single weapon, but an approach. It shows how a small country with limited strategic depth approaches defense technology. It prioritizes practicality over spectacle, adaptation over tradition, and user feedback over abstract design ideals. In a global arms market crowded with options, the ARAD stands as a case study in focused engineering. It does not try to redefine the category. Instead, it refines it in ways that reflect the specific needs and experiences of those who use it. As observers, it is important to separate marketing language from reality. The ARAD is a modern, capable rifle designed for contemporary combat environments. It is neither a symbol of invincibility nor a simple commodity. It is a product of history, geography, and constant security pressure. Understanding weapons like the ARAD helps us better understand the conflicts and choices that shape our world. Small arms may seem technical and narrow, but they sit at the intersection of politics, industry, and human lives. Every design decision carries consequences beyond the factory floor. If you found this analysis useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more war updates and global analysis.